Good morning, I'm Neva Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Friday, 9th of August. In this update, it's been a golden morning for New Zealand in the Paris Olympics. On the water, the women's K4 crew of Dame Lisa Carrington, Alicia Hoskin, Tara Vaughan and Olivia Brett have won gold, New Zealand's first K4 medal in 40 years.
They can see the finish line. It is gold for New Zealand.
Then in the velodrome, Elise Andrews has run away with gold in the women's keirin.
I tend to take a while to let things soak in, so right now it's just surreal.
Back to the water, sailors Erica Dawson and Micah Wilkinson have also won bronze in the mixed multi-hull class. Councils look to be given an opportunity to tackle water infrastructure deficits. Council-controlled water organisations will now be allowed to double their borrowing from the local government funding agency to finance infrastructure. Water NZ Chief Executive Gillian Blythe says allowing increased borrowing through CCOs will help councils increase investment.
Ultimately, it means that they can spread the cost of long-life assets over multiple generations. So that will help with the affordability question.
Police are looking into 2 allegations of squatters at an abandoned Auckland golf club threatening locals with a machete. Auckland Council's received multiple complaints about freedom campers at Gulf Harbour Country Club ever since it shut suddenly last year. Jordan Dunn has more.
Whangaparao residents are warning others to be cautious after 2 claims people were scared away by a squatter with a machete in the past month. Albany councillor John Watson says the space has been treated like a public park since it was abandoned, but locals are now afraid to enter. He claims the owners are unreachable and the council's powerless to intervene on private property.
And Auckland Council is seeking to put the owners of Country Club into liquidation over $26,000 in unpaid rates. The hearing scheduled for next week in the High Court at Auckland between the council and Long River Investments. The Maritime Union's questioning the Littleton Port Company's approach to mandatory fitness tests for employees. The assessments have been brought in following the death of stevedore Don Grant in April 2022. The port pleaded guilty to a charge under the Health and Safety at Work Act and was ordered to pay $500,000 in fines and costs last month. Union Secretary Carl Finlay says there's concern that making tests mandatory could be used for selection purposes and force people out of the industry.
We just want to sit down and have real dialogue with them to really understand what they're trying to do here.
Another problem for Atatere. The inter-islander ferry is expected to be out of action for a few days after crashing into the dock in Wellington. And as you heard earlier in news, a golden night for New Zealand at the Paris Olympics. Kayakers Dame Lisa Carrington, Alicia Hoskin, Olivia Brett and Tara Vaughan, they won the K4 500, and cyclists Elise Andrews triumphed in the keirin at the velodrome. Sailors Erica Dawson, Micah Wilkinson have earned bronze in the mixed multi-hull class off the coast of Marseille. And still with Olympic news, golfer Lydia Ko sits third after shooting a 5 par 67 second round. She's 3 shots off the lead. I'm Neva Manu, and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.